Now you can make a healthier, even tastier batch of chicken nuggets that you won't feel quite so guilty serving up to the family. And it's all thanks to the air fryer. I'm Kelly Anthony. This is the Anthony Kitchen. And in this kitchen, we are all about using great recipes to bring you and your family closer together. These chicken nuggets cook up extra crispy and extra flavorful, thanks to some panko breadcrumbs and my special Southern spice blend. You're gonna start with about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm just adding them to a gallon-sized zip top bag, removing as much air as possible and sealing it shut. What we're gonna do is pound out the thick end of the chicken breast. This is gonna help all of the chicken nuggets to cook through evenly in the same amount of time. Here we go. Now don't get too far after them because you don't want to start breaking apart the chicken. We just want it to be a nice even thickness. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take each chicken breast and cut it up into about 2-inch sized chunks. Here we have our dredging station. You just need 3 shallow dishes. I'm using 8x8-inch baking dishes. You could use pie dishes. Whatever you have on hand is great. Gonna add 1 cup of all-purpose flour to tray number 1. And then we're gonna season it up really good. 2.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 generous teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 not so generous teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Give this a whisk. Now what I'm gonna do is just set this tray aside and bring in a bowl. I just prefer to whisk eggs in a bowl. It's easier that way. I'm gonna add 2 eggs right in the bowl, and then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of water. Give it a good whisk until those yolks are completely broken up. This tray can come back now, and we'll just add this right in. And last but certainly not least important are the panko breadcrumbs, 2.5 cups. Going down into the 3rd tray. 1, 2.5. And because we want flavor in every single layer, we're gonna add a generous pinch or 2 of salt to those breadcrumbs and mix them up. Before we start breading our chicken nuggets, you first need to get your air fryer preheating. So we're gonna turn it on. It's at 375, that's exactly what we want. And we're gonna let this preheat for about 12 minutes. That's about how long it'll take you to bread the chicken. There we go. You'll start by adding your chicken into the seasoned flour mix. Just drop it right in. Just 1 single layer. Then you're gonna give it a toss. Make sure it gets really good and evenly coated with that flour and those spices. And then you're gonna come and shake off the excess flour, drop it right into the egg mix. If you have too much flour on your chicken nuggets, the egg won't adhere. And if the egg won't adhere, you're not gonna be able to get that panko to stick. What I like to do to make sure that chicken gets really good and coated in that egg mixture all over is give it just a little shimmy before I turn it over. Now we'll shake off the excess egg and just drop it right in to the panko. Give this a turn. Once I turn it, I like to pat it in there really firm to make sure the panko is sticking. We've successfully breaded the chicken nuggets, and what I'm doing now is just moving about half of them to another tray, because when we spray these chicken nuggets with oil, we want to make sure that we get on top, but also around the sides so that everybody's really good and golden brown looking. Now, speaking of spray, you want to use a spray oil that has a high smoke point. So avocado oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, any of these oils would be great. You also want to make sure that whatever can of misting spray that you're working with has a really good coverage. None of this shoot out in a straight line nonsense. You want really good misting coverage all over those chicken nuggets, just like this. And then you'll turn them. Make sure that breading is wet looking, no dry spots. And then we'll do the other tray over here. The chicken nuggets are going into a 375-degree preheated air fryer, and we're gonna cook them for about 8 minutes until they're perfectly golden and totally cooked through. Now, hard as it may be, you really want to cook these in batches. Cooking them in a single layer will help develop that beautiful, evenly browned golden crust. 8 minutes on the clock. Let's see how we did. They're perfect. So beautiful and golden brown. You can even hear the crunch as you're just touching them with the tongs. These look incredible. So now we'll add in the second round. Again, a single layer. Be patient. Let's see if the second round is as good as the first. And it is indeed. Here we go again. All done. Now tell me this isn't a perfect looking platter of chicken nuggets. Everybody is looking crunchy and crispy and smelling spectacular. Serve these with your favorite dipping sauce and let the family dig right in. So crunchy. If y'all are on the hunt for more amazing low-fat chicken recipes, be sure to check out my baked buffalo wings next. And I'll catch you next time.